Could these stars be any funnier?
And by the way, it seems to be perfectly clear that you were on a break.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Friends celebrity guest stars. For this list, we're taking a look at those standout performances by famous actors in the American sitcom that left us pleasantly surprised when they stepped out of their comfort zones.
Chandler?
I'll be right with you.
We have to draw the line somewhere, so we won't be including actors whose characters appeared in more than 3 episodes. So sorry to those of you who are fans of people like Jon Favreau, Tom Selleck, and Paul Rudd.
Oh, by the way, I'm awesome.
Number 10, Ben Stiller as Tommy.
Oh, look at me, I'm so cute, I'm a little chick who's disgusting!
Soon after Ross and Rachel break up, and break our hearts, Rachel brings Tommy to Joey's play. On the surface, things seem fine, but in reality, Tommy's got a real and not-so-secret rage that only Ross can see. At first.
Yeah, well, that didn't really work out too well for it, did you, idiot?
Eventually, though, Ross is proven right when Tommy loses his mind on some unsuspecting victims.
Quick, 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 quick! What are you quacking about? Dumb Donald Dodo!
Stiller is no stranger to comedy, and his ability to take his energy from 0 to 100 and back down again with only Ross as a witness is just what we like to see. All we know is that no one can yell like Ben Stiller.
What are you, just a big, dumb, stupid, doofy idiot with a doofy idiot hairdo? Huh?
Number 9, Julia Roberts as Susie Moss.
I hate actors.
We knew Friends was a heavy hitter when only midway through its 2nd season it aired a 2-parter episode that featured not just 1, but 6 guest stars and scored 52.9 million viewers. While Brooke Shields and Jean-Claude Van Damme do bring the laughs, to say nothing of Chris Isaak, Fred Willard, and Dan Castellaneta, the standout for us is Julia Roberts. She plays Susie Moss, a girl from Chandler's past who ends up playing a part in his present.
Susie?
This is for the 4th grade.
Huh? What do you mean?
What do I mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean, underpants, mister. That's what I mean.
Roberts was dating Friends star Matthew Perry when this episode was filmed, and their chemistry was visibly electric.
And who knows, if things go well, maybe this time I'll get to see your underwear.
Number 8, Kathleen Turner as Charles Bing / Helena Handbasket.
Hello, darlings.
And there's Daddy.
Chandler Bing is a complex fellow, and he comes from a broken home thanks in part to his dad's affair with the pool boy.
More turkey, Mr. Chandler.
Well, that sounds like a character we'd love to meet, and the brilliant minds behind Friends nailed the casting.
You look beautiful, Mom. You look beautiful too, Dad.
In the role of the senior Bing is the sultry-voiced Kathleen Turner, who picks up on her real-life status as a gay icon to play Chandler's drag queen dad. We can certainly see where the younger Bing gets his wonderful singing voice.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine.
We're not sure what's better, that Charles Bing's stage name is Helena Handbasket, that her burlesque show is called Viva Las Gay-gas’, or that Matthew Perry still calls Turner Dad.
Hello, all.
Hi, Dad.
Number 7, Alec Baldwin as Parker.
I'm with you. What a great time to be alive.
For the one in Massapequa, Friends brought in a native Massapequan, Alec Baldwin, to portray Parker, Phoebe's annoyingly positive boyfriend.
Massapequa, it sounds like a magical place. Tell me about Massapequa. Is it steeped in Native American history?
Well, there is an Arby's in the shape of a teepee.
Parker is one of those people who can see the silver lining in a hailstorm, but one you might want to lightly punch in the face.
Well, excuse me for putting a good spin on a traffic jam.
It was really Baldwin's first chance since SNL to show off his comedic chops.
No one can resist my sweaty balls.
And he proved he knew how to time a line perfectly here.
I must say, you know, this apartment, there are no words.
Oh, thank God.
It's a haven.
His signature blend of sarcasm is traded in for a sincerity that only a kid on a sugar rush would have. He's like Santa Claus, on Prozac, at Disneyland, getting laid. Now there's a mental picture.
Click!
Number 6, Susan Sarandon as Cecilia Monroe / Jessica Lockhart.
I am such a huge fan.
Well, it's nice to know that you work.
Monica!
Who's good at slapping, throwing drinks in people's faces, and owning a room?
I'll give you a tip.
Susan Sarandon. In this episode, she portrays legendary Days of Our Lives actress Cecilia Monroe.
Oh, my baby!
Whose character Jessica Lockhart is killed off in order to bring Joey's Dr. Drake Ramore out of his coma, thanks to a brain transplant. We totally get why Matt LeBlanc would be nervous about acting alongside a pro like Sarandon, but he definitely rises to the occasion in this supersized episode, in which Cecilia helps bring out his inner Jessica inside of Drake's body.
It is his. He owns the room. He owns it. All right, it's a little weird, but it's getting better.
And guess what? She nabbed an Emmy nomination for her efforts.
No. Being adored, I'm used to it. Don't worry about it.
Number 5. Gary Oldman as Richard Crosby.
I found the picture.
What picture?
A picture of my wife in your pack.
If you're gonna get spit on, it may as well be by someone famous.
And when you enunciate, you spit.
As questionable as Joey Tribbiani's acting talents may be,
your sister is suffering from a subcranial hematoma.
He's had some impressive co-stars, including greats like Charlton Heston. But perhaps Joey's best work came next to Shakespearean actor Richard Crosby, as played by the chameleonic Gary Oldman, who teaches Tribbiani the mark of a good actor.
Picture? What picture?
Oldman and Matt LeBlanc's work together here was much more successful than their previous efforts in Lost in Space.
Don't move.
At least Oldman earned an Emmy nod for Friends.
I'm wearing 2 belts.
It may not be an Academy Award, but it's something.
You just won an Oscar.
No, I didn't.
I think you did.
I think I lost 3 times.
Well, at least Oldman's got a sense of humor.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Number 4. Christina Applegate as Amy Green.
That's what I was supposed to wear today. That's why I hung it on the door. Oh, sweetie, you can't pull this off.
When we met Rachel's youngest sister, Jill, back in season 6, we didn't think there was room for any more personality in her family.
Jill?
But man, were we wrong.
You know it would be incredible? If you guys died.
Amy, as played by Christina Applegate, is Rachel's younger, intensely honest sister, and a true Erin Brockovich, at least according to her.
So can I stay with you? But Erin Brockovich had her own house.
Originally, the writers wanted to bring Reese Witherspoon back for another appearance, but when she was unavailable, they turned to longtime sitcom actress Applegate to fill out the Green family tree.
Oh my God! Shouldn't we stop this?
Out of your mind? Let's throw some Jell-O on them.
The result gave us a character we love to hate, and gave Applegate a Primetime Emmy Award.
You are not gonna regret this.
Number 3. Danny DeVito as Officer Roy Goodbody, aka Roy the Stripper.
Who is it?
It's the police!
The police!
Who you gonna call when your best friend demands a stripper fast? Danny DeVito, obviously. The second we hear that goofy baritone voice on the other side of that door, we are excited, for all the wrong reasons.
And we'll get this party started.
Not only did DeVito and his expert comedy chops completely steal the spotlight from a well-established cast, he earned an Emmy nod in the process.
Someone call for the long arm of the law.
Officer Goodbody has got the moves and wears his heart on his tearaway sleeve.
What's the matter? You never saw a 50-year-old stripper cry before?
So we couldn't be happier that Phoebe demanded pee-pees flying about at her bachelorette party. Tainted Love will never sound the same.
Times I feel I've got to run away, I've got to.
Number 2. Bruce Willis as Paul Stevens.
But I'll tell you something. One of these days, we're gonna get off our butts and rent Die Hard again.
For how much the friends say they love Die Hard, it's all too hilarious to bring in John McClane himself. He's still a macho man, but his performance is an absolute roller coaster of emotions.
You know why? Because you're a
Neat guy.
From a neat guy to chicken boy?
Chicken boy!
On the set of The Whole 9 Yards, Willis bet against co-star Matthew Perry that the film wouldn't do too well at the box office. When the film opened at #1, Willis made good with the bet and gave his friend's salary to charity.
Oh.
I get that a lot.
We guess he'll just have to settle for the Emmy he got. Not half bad, you love machine.
Just a love machine. I'm just a love machine.
But you have, baby!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I have a feeling my wife is sleeping with her gynecologist.
How do you know?
Well, you know, he's got access.
Okay, so if you don't remember that, maybe you will remember this.
Well, please welcome the Snuffle Bumps. Who wants to be Mr. Wigglemunch, and who's gonna be the Grumpus?
Spell Bosco Dictiosaur.
I've never heard of a Bosco Dictiosaur.
Yeah, I just made it up. Spell it.
So what are you?
I don't think they have a name for it. It's just, I get nervous. I start sweating like crazy.
Hi, Rachel. I'm Dr. Mitchell.
And I'm his friend, Dr. Rosen.
Aren't you a little cute to be a doctor?
Excuse me?
I meant, God, young. I meant young.
#1, Brad Pitt as Will Colbert.
Look at her standing there with those yams. My two greatest enemies, Ross. Rachel Green and complex carbohydrates.
When it comes to our top pick, we'll just let the studio audience do the screaming for us.
Hey!
Brad Pitt's character Will was Ross's fat pal in high school, who helped co-found the I Hate Rachel Club and started a persistent rumor about his cheerleading nemesis.
That's right. We said your parents flipped a coin, decided to raise you as a girl, but you still had a hint of a penis.
Pitt was on the show to plug his flick Spy Game, but that was overshadowed pretty quickly by his on-screen chemistry with his wife at the time, Jennifer Aniston.
Wow, really got that sexy smoldering thing going on.
His blind hatred of Rachel is definitely worthy of his Emmy nomination.
I said it was typical. Typical of you. Rachel Green, Queen Rachel, does whatever she wants in a little Rachel land.
But we do kind of wish we'd gotten to see him don a fat suit in a flashback. Or with Phoebe on how good he looks, though.
Oh, come on, Will. Just take off your shirt and tell us.
Do you agree with our list?
John Claude, she said yes. I'll see you tonight.
Who's your favorite Friends celebrity guest star?
I'm not in the list.
For more binge-worthy top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
Exactly how I imagined it would be.